Child. Ooh, child. Hey, today's video is sponsored by Vices. Embrace your bad habits. You guys go over and make sure you check out this young man's clothing brand over on Instagram. I'm going to drop the video. Check this out, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to wrap my mind around what in the world did I see in this game. And the funny thing is, looking at the comments from the takeaways that I had originally that I dropped the other day, where there's a lot of commentary going on now where they're like, "Hey, coach, let us know what your thoughts is on this game. Come on, coach, you can't hold back now. You got to come talk to us and tell us what your thoughts are on this game." And I'm gonna be real with you. When hard work beats talent, when talent doesn't work, we just saw it. I know it's a little harsh. We're going to talk about it right after this. It's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap in the free to Twitter, tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on in this thing because I'm like, Coach, come on, give it to us, dog. Listen, I'm going to say this first because I had a conversation with a good friend of mine, and he did advise me that Jackson State definitely has a rough time playing in the hole. And he did say it was going to be a rough game. However, and with all of that being said, he was correct, because there's some things that I didn't like that I saw in this game. And it's some of those things that's rearing its ugly head from last season that can get real costly as the season goes on. And I'll be real with you. In this matchup between Grambling State versus Jackson State, I imagine Jackson State offensive line was going to come out there right off the rip and punch them in the mouth and get after it. And that didn't happen. It didn't happen. Everything that I thought would happen did not happen. Because you know why? Because Grambling State came out there with a hunger in this game where they wanted this game. They want that everlasting taste in their mouth from the last time some of them guys that might have been on the field on that team that played when they got spanked. Was it 62 to 24 or 66 to 24? Whatever the heck that score was, they got a 60 burger put up on them. You know daggone well they're looking to come out there and get a little retribution back as far as what they endured the last time they was out there on that field against Jackson State. So there's nowhere in the world you cannot come into this game with the same type of intensity, tenacity, fortitude, and just all out your hair on fire looking like you're ready to get after somebody in this game, because you should understand you are the hunted in this game. Because, sorry guys, but y'all whooped their the last time y'all played one another. I'm like, let's be real here. We got two different head coaches now. Hugh Jackson ain't there. Deion Sanders ain't there. Neither one of them coaches is there anymore. But I'm just sitting here like, God dog. Miles Crowley came out in this game, led that team down the field. I remember I said to you guys that young man was looking to get him a win before he left up out of playing in the SWAC against Jackson State. He was close. And a lot of folks like, oh, man, he wasn't there last time. Hey, he didn't have a chance. And I'm like, okay, this kid has been getting out there, going to get sharpening his tools to play ball. Been at the Manning camp 2 years back to back. I got to give a young man his props. I'm like, hey, when you lose, you win. I got to give you your props however it goes. But listen, I will say this. Jackson State was down early in this game, 14-0. They found a way to fight themselves back into this game behind Fort Leen 70-yard reception pass from Cameron McCoy. And then you turn around and you had, a 33-yard run by Travis Terrell, which, you know, got things rolling for Jackson State in this game, which they missed the extra point. They was down with 14-13. All of a sudden, we got a 22-yard interception. I don't Jackson State going to the half, down 1 point, and come back out to fight another day. Come back out and fight in the third half. Come back out and fight in the second half. You gave the momentum going into the half. And I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think Cameron McCoy, I think that's a great addition at the quarterback position. But there were some lingering things that I did see out there on the field as far as everybody wasn't on the same page when he's throwing passes. So if you're sitting here looking at multiple passes go out back to back where everybody's not on the same page, why are we still throwing the ball? Run this damn ball, man. Run the ball, get us up out this thing, and then let's come back in the second half and we get back to doing what we need to do. And you know, now this is a dogfight. Now we go into the half and these jokers up 8 points on us already, and then we got to come back out and we got to fight to get back in the game. Yes, Jacoby Morgan came back into the game. He came in the second half, threw a pass to Janalen Dupree for 66 yards, getting this thing going, okay? Now they cut the lead. Now it's still down 1 point. Why? Because they missed the daggone extra point in the first half. But all of a sudden, you got Grambling jump out. They scored 20 freaking unanswered points in this game. All because we want to throw interceptions, we fumbling the ball, we just doing all kind of stuff that does not add up to what we expected to see in this game. Now, I don't know if our concentration wasn't there, our mental wasn't just on point in this game. I don't understand if, and I'm saying our because I'm talking directly to the athletes. So I'm just saying, coaches in the middle, I'm just talking directly to the athletes so we get an understanding here, because I'm not understanding, guys, what exactly took place here. Because this game here gave Grambling State gave them the boost that they need for them to go ahead and run a little longer in the SWAC West. Yes, Southern did win yesterday. They beat Prairie View. But I'm just saying, listen, guys, this team here, Mickey Joseph might have found something here in this team that a lot of folks didn't understand. All of the mistakes that you saw Grambling State made the week before, they did not make them in this game. Yes, the penalties and all of that other good stuff was there. Both teams had penalties, which for the life of me, I don't understand why we penalize so much. I mean, Jackson State rushed for 159 yards in this game. Grambling State rushed for 104. I need to look at these penalties here because the passes. Let me talk about the passes. Jackson State used two quarterbacks in this game. You had Cameron McCoy. He threw the ball 17 times, completing 8 for 140 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked twice in the game. Jacoby Morgan came in the second half. He threw the ball 12 times, completing 5 for 139, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Now, when we look at the quarterback play on the other side with Miles Crowley for Grambling State threw the ball 28 times, completed 16 for 167 yards, 1 touchdown. He was sacked twice in the game. And the funny thing about it is this young man took some shots in that game and still got back up and kept on doing what he needed to do in the game. Now, remember one thing, guys. I specifically stated that the receivers for Grambling was going to be an issue. The running backs was going to be an issue. They were going to make sure they put Grambling State in position for them to do the things that they need to do out there on the field, keeping Jackson State defense off balance. You had Catravion Hargrove. He rushed the ball 16 times for 81 yards, had 2 rushing touchdowns, And then you had Trey Bradford. He rushed the ball 12 times for 27 yards on the game. Now, funny thing is, Catravion Hargrove averaged 5.1 yards per carry. Now, J.D. Martin, on the other hand, for Jackson State, he averaged 7 yards per carry, as well as Travis Terrell averaged 9 yards per carry. And J.D. Martin had 8 rushes for 56 yards. Travis Terrell had 5 rushes for 45 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown on the game. But again, Fortalin, that kid, man, is a special young man out there on the field. When you throw a pass to that young man, he had 3 catches for 91 yards, 1 touchdown. As I stated before, Janalen Dupree had 1 catch for 66 yards, 1 touchdown reception as well. And then you also had Miles Crowley threw 1 touchdown pass to J.R. Waters, 1 touchdown. He caught 1 pass for 22 yards, and like I said before, he had a touchdown. But the funny thing is, like I stated, one thing that bothered me the most in this game, penalties. penalties, right? Now, we talked about all the time how Grambling has a problem with, Grambling will get penalized in the game. Guess what Grambling did? Grambling played smart football. Jackson State was hot. They got penalized for 11 times for 111 yards. That was the stat that I'm sitting here looking like, wait a minute. If these kids understand being disciplined out there on the field, what we got? And the sad part about it is what I expected to see from T.C. Taylor's team, the Jackson State Tigers football team. I expected them to be disciplined. They were not disciplined out there on the field. They were not. I mean, it's just, guys, you guys got to focus as far as what it is that you're looking to do. Nobody's going to lay down because Jackson State's coming. It's not happening that way. These teams, like they were saying, like Jackson State is everybody's Super Bowl. Okay, well, if you know that you're their Super Bowl, you need to make sure you come out there and crack their head and let them know, okay, rethink that again. Y'all might want to go pick somebody else to be your Super Bowl. It ain't going to be us. It's not going to be us. I mean, like I said before, this was a daggone good game. The game got away from Jackson State with all of the turnovers and the penalties. And as I stated before, and execution. I mean, I got to say execution. Matter of fact, that stat that I saw before, I want to find that third down stat. That's something I want to look at here. That third down stat is really just here. Third down conversions. Last week they went 7 of 15. Today, in this game, they went 3 of 12. You had 1 of 3 red zone chances in which you only scored 1 time. You got sacked twice. 2-point conversion. You missed a 2-point conversion trying to punch in and get that going. Excuse me. And that the extra point, you missed the extra point. 2-point conversion is what I'm talking about. But again, it's just, when you look at this, it leaves you scratching your head trying to figure out, guys, what are we doing? What exactly are we doing? I believe next week, Jackson State takes on Texas Southern. Grambling got a matchup next week against Prairie View, who was 0-2. Excuse me. Prairie View is 0-2 in the SWAC East right now. Grambling, that's a big game for Grambling next week. If Grambling beats them next week, they pretty much knock Prairie View A&M out of contention, looking to see if they can, make them a way to play for the SWAC East. For them to have a way to play for the SWAC Championship. Like I said, it's gonna get real nasty real early. I could be incorrect on that, so somebody please leave your comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. But again, guys, there was so much that I expected to see in this game that just didn't happen. I mean, J.D. Martin was running the ball. I mean, he ran the ball a ton yesterday. I was looking to see Ahmad Miller. Actually, wait to see a little bit more of Irv Mulligan. I mean, he did rush the ball several times for 39 yards, but I mean, it was just like the flow of the offense was just like off. Defense, again, you guys, defensive backs, I keep trying to tell y'all, work on that craft, quit daggone peeking in the backfield thinking you're going to play Superman ball. It don't work that way. Stick with your daggone, stick with your assignment. Everybody needs to learn to stick with their daggone assignment. And everything outside of that will work. But yeah, Jackson State, this was a loss. Listen, I can understand losing this game by, say, 3 points. A heartbreak or something like that. But the way y'all lost this game, oh my God, that's the part that's most frustrating as far as trying to get commentary on this, because it's like I didn't know which direction I need to go with this as far as, okay, but I just said, hey, coach, sorry, bro, you just got to dive in on this one. I know it's going to be some folks out there going to be upset with what I have to say, but if I give the one way, I got to give it to everybody the same. And I mean, in this instance, the way that Jackson State played in this game, this was not something that I anticipated to see on the field. I was expecting to see a much tighter game than this because of all of the build-up, all of the talking that was going on amongst everybody as far as with, what to expect out there on the field. But, hey, salute to Miles Crowley. He got the win for Grambling State. Like I stated before, he threw the ball 28 times, completed 16 for 167 yards, 1 touchdown. And the one thing that I did like what that young man did in this game, he got on the daggone edges and threw the ball down the field to open receivers. And there was a couple of times he did stand in that pocket. He took some shots, like I stated earlier as well. But got to give it up for that young man. A lot of folks out there think and feel that he can't get out here and ball. I think folks want to start paying a little bit more attention to what this young man got going on. He can definitely get the job done if given the opportunity and put in the right situation. So salute to Grambling State on the win. Can't wait to see how everything turns out next week. But guys, Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. But until next time, Be the one and lead.